there! Today's video will be me using / reviewing the Colourpop I Think I Love You palette. So here's what it looks like. Love the packaging once again. Here is a look at the inside of the palette, which you will also see in the video, but here's another sneak peek. So we've got some really great neutral shades in here, awesome shimmery shades, and I guess you'll find out in the video if I liked it or not, but okay, I like it. I love Colourpop, so I hope you guys enjoy this video, and make sure and subscribe if you're not already to keep up with all the videos that I'll have coming this year. And here we go. So I'll give you a little mini brow tutorial within this. I used to not fill in my brows in high school, and I was like, how did I even do that? I have no idea, because it makes such a huge difference. Eyebrows are like the main frame for the face, in my opinion, and I think that nailing your brows can really nail a look too. First, I get the shape that I want by drawing the bottom line of my brow, so I'll show you how to do that. I do take the inside down a little bit farther than it actually grows in, but that's because I have a shade that exactly matches my eyebrow hairs in this ABH Brow Definer. So I'll just draw the bottom line first always, and I try and really spend extra time nailing this portion, and then the rest turns out really easy. So now that I have the bottom line, I'm going to go do the same thing on the other side so that the brows match better. This is just the main shape of the brow for me, so I just try to make sure that the lines are at least similar and in the same spots before I move on to the next part. Okay, so now that I've got the bottom line done, I'm going to do the top line, and then after that I'll fill them in. So from here it's really simple. What I try and do next though is I fill in the tail. So I just try and get the arch done, and then make the tail thinner at the end. Obviously you don't want the end to be too chunky, otherwise they might be, you know, sort of like imprecise looking. So the next part I do is the top line. So after that, I just fill the rest in as needed, and like I said in my last video, I make sure and spend extra time using my spoolie on the inner part, because if the inner part of my eyebrows are boxy, I kind of get OCD about it. I just want it to look really blended and a little bit more natural, even though I am filling them in. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and start on my eyeshadow, and I am reviewing, I guess, showing you the Colourpop I Think I Love You palette today. So this is what it looks like. It's got really great neutral colors in there with that nice pop of like greenish gold. I really love this color. I've actually tried this out once already, and I'm obsessed with it. This gold shade right here is out of this world. It is so pigmented, and I used it on my lid, I think 2 days ago, and it was just phenomenal. So I'm really excited to use different shades in here this time. So let's go ahead and get started. So I'm going to start out by putting a transition color. And I'm going to start with this lightest color up here, and this one is called Belair, if I'm saying that right. So I think my next video is going to be a video about what brush you use for what technique / part of your face. So I guess I'll just try and be more descriptive with what brush I'm using and why. That's something that you're interested in. That video will be coming soon. So to be more descriptive with what I'm using right now, I'm using a Morphe E23, and this is just a mid-sized blending brush. Something that I will talk about in the video is to choose the right blending brush for your eye size. So for somebody with super hooded eyes or super like small eyelids, I guess, a big fluffy blending brush as big as this one would not be ideal. You'd want more of a pointed and tapered one rather than a big fluffy one. So there's just a little tip there, but I do have, you know, a decent amount of lid space, so I'm good with using a medium-sized blending brush just for my transition color, but obviously it's not precise at all. So I'm just going to start out by taking this light brown shade all through the crease and blending it basically up to my brow bone once I don't have any product left on my brush. So what I love about this palette is that this is just a light brown shade, but on my skin tone, I could totally just throw this in my crease and go just for a natural, like, everyday sort of look. The usability of this palette is really good in my opinion. It can be used for more natural things and more glam looks, so I really love that about this palette. So next I'm going to go in with this corner brown shade right here, and this one is called My Type. So it's just like a darker warm brown, and I'm going to take a slightly smaller brush and put this in my crease. Once I've got that base on there, I'm going to blend this out later because I know it's very harsh right now, but I'm going to take a little bit of the black shade in here, which is called Rule Breaker, and I'm going to mix it with that brown shade and put it the deepest in my crease because I didn't want just a straight black just in case it's too intense. I'm just going to mix those colors and go in with an even smaller brush just in the very outer corner of my eye. Now you really want to be careful to keep this one low because if any black shadow comes up too much, it can be very hard to fix and to blend out later, so just keep it as low as you can because you can always bring it up but you can't take it down. So after doing that, I'm going to go back into that brown shade and blend the black and the brown together a little bit more where the color is separated right there. And to finish off the blending process of the lid area, I'm going to go back into that original first, a very light brown shade, and gently go over the edges and just diffuse that out just a little bit. To highlight my brow bone, I'm going to take this shade right here, which is called My Treat, and I'm just going to take a flat brush and place a little bit of it right underneath my brow bone. So for all over the lid, I'm thinking about going in with that gold shade again because I think it would fit these colors the best, but I do have options of very beautiful shimmery shades from all different parts of this palette, so I'm really torn as to what to do. Real quick, I'll show you swatches of all of the shimmery shades in this palette before I go in on my eyes, just so you can see the selection of this particular palette. So here are the swatches. They're extremely beautiful. I'm going to go in with this gold color. This color is the color that I have on my brow bone. This is a very light champagne gold. This is just more of like a rose gold, and then we've got this like electric green gold. They're all so pretty and I want to put them all on my lid, but I can't, unfortunately. So I'm just going to go in with this gold shade that I tried out the other day that is absolutely beautiful. I found that the best way was to actually just go in with my finger at first. That put it on there really well. So I'm just going to get some on my finger, here it is, and then place it on my lid. Side signs don't match. Immigration issues trying to prove I'm with you. I'm gonna miss you. What? It's so pretty. Okay, so for my inner corner highlight, I'm going to go in with the same shade that I used on my brow bone because it is blinding. Only thing my heart
It's only time apart. In no time.
Okay, for the lower lash line, I'm just going to go in with that dark brown and line my lower lash line with this, and then we're going to blend it out with that other transition color. Just make it real simple, but also really smoky. Okay, I'm going to finish my face now since I did not do that earlier. I'm just going to go in with the bronzer that I usually do, nothing different here. I'll have everything linked down below so you can always see what I use in case you like it. To go in with Milani Highlighter in the shade Afterglow. Thanks Ethan for getting this for me. And then for lips, I'm just going to go in with this nude gloss from Colourpop. This is the shade Curvy. So this is the finished look. The highlight is so pretty. Oh, I was gonna highlight my shoulders too, I forgot to do that. Now this is the finished look. So yes, yet another successful Colourpop palette. Their eyeshadows are just incredible for the price that they are. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and be on the lookout for the next one. I still have 2 palettes left to review and use on my eyes, so can't wait for that. And there will be another video up soon about brushes, so watch out for that one too. Be sure and like this video if you liked this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.